This next chapter deals with mental math. Mental math is the ability to solve problems in your head. Being able to work math problems in your head is like what we do as we read. We create a movie in our minds. In mental math, we often use what we know about our system of place value to help us. It's always easier to add and subtract numbers with zeros at the end than without. Being able to work problems in our heads without pencil and paper can come in very handy. The skills in this chapter can help develop stronger mental math skills. Last year you practiced 6 strategies for mental math using number bonds. Let's look at examples of what you did. Study each slide as I come to it. First, you learned to make number bonds. 8 and 1 is 9. Then you learn to add using number bonds. 5 plus 4 is 9. Next, you learned to use number bonds to add by making 10. What is 7 plus 5? We know if we break out 5 into 3 and 2, we can do 7 plus 3 equals 10, and 10 plus 2 equals 12, so 7 plus 5 equals 12. I can't get this to cursor. You also practiced addition using the adding 10, then subtracting the extra ones strategy. Let's look at 24 plus 7. We know that 24 plus 10 is 34. So we need to take away the extra 3 ones to get our answer. 34 take away 3 is 31. So 24 plus 7 is 31. As third graders, we use the same strategies but with larger numbers. Let's take a look at some third grade examples that we can solve using the strategies we learned last year. If we are trying to find the answer of 34 plus 48, we know that 48 is close to 50. And we know that 48 plus 2 makes 50. So we add 50 to 34. 34 plus 50 is 84. Then we subtract 2 from the result. 84 take away 2 is 82. So 34 plus 48 is 82.
Now let's look at some subtracting using number bonds. Notice the first problem, a simple subtraction problem, 8 minus 3 equals 5. We know that 8, a number bond for 8 is 3, and 3 plus 5 equals 8. So 8 minus 3 equals 5. Using a larger number, using the subtracting 10 and then adding the extra 1 strategy, our problem is 35 minus 8. But we know it's much easier to say 35 minus 10. So we take our 8, and we know 8 plus 2 equals 10. And 25 plus 2 is 26. 25 plus 2 is 27. So 35 minus 8 equals 37. Subtracting 8 is the same as subtracting 10, then adding 2. Another subtraction example is to subtract 2-digit numbers mentally using the subtract the tens, then subtract the ones strategy. Find 87 minus 34. We're going to take the 34 and turn it into a number bond. 34 is close to 30, is 30 plus 4. 34 is the same as 3 tens and 4 ones. So our first step will be to subtract 3 tens from 87, or subtract 30 from 87, and get 57. Next, we need to subtract 4 ones from that result. 57 minus 4 equals 53. So the answer to our problem is 87 minus 34 equals 53. Notice how using what we know about place value and the fact that 30 is the same as 3 tens helps to make that problem solving much easier. Next, we can do the subtract the two-digit numbers mentally using the subtract the tens and then add the extra one strategy. So our problem is 63 minus 48. 48 is very close to 50, and it's much easier for me to work with 50 in my head than with 48. So I'm going to make a number bond. 48 and 2 make 50. My first step is to subtract 50 from 63. 63 minus 50 is 13. The second step is to add 2 to the result. So 13 plus 2 equals 15. 63 minus 48 equals 15. Think about why you subtract 50 and then add 2. Now we're going to do a little bit of practice. You're going to open your math journal to a fresh page. You're going to put your name and date and chapter 2. Once you've done that, we're going to P2W, pause to work, and once you have your heading on, you may press play to resume. I'm going to give you 2 problems to work in your notebook. Pretend that this page is divided in half. On the first half of your page, you're going to be doing an addition problem using number bonds and using the strategies we've practiced. 52 plus 35. The second half of your page, you're going to be doing a subtraction problem, 73 minus 49. Pause to work and make sure that your answer on the right side of your paper shows a number bond. A possible number bond, before you pause, a possible number bond might be a number bond for 52. And a possible number bond here might be for 49. I'm not going to give you the rest of it. Okay, P2W. And when you're finished, you can put your journals back in your backpacks, and we'll talk about these 2 examples tomorrow in school.